is a Full and Bloom news brief. More info at fullandbloom.com. In a brand new interview with Rolling Stone, legendary bassist Bob Daisley talked about his remarkable career as a sideman for Ozzy Osbourne. Throughout Ozzy's most successful period, Daisley was not only a key contributor to the songwriting, but also provided practically all of the lyrics. On why the album Bark at the Moon credits all music and lyrics to Ozzy Osbourne. I can't speak for Jake. I don't know what his situation was. I know he's spoken out about it. I won't go into his side of things. My side of things, I had signed publishing with Uriah Heep. We had a discussion about buying the songs from me and me getting a lump sum. The other thing I had to take into consideration was this was a new band. Ozzy and I were the only ones from those first two albums. Lee was gone, Randy had died, it could have flopped. Nobody knew what it was going to do. We had a deal where I just got paid to do the songs and play on it and not have credit for writing. It was a hard pill to swallow, let me tell you, when I put that much into it and just got paid off, but that's what I agreed to. I can't complain about that, although it did look pretty awful when the album came out and it said all songs written by Ozzy Osbourne on his memory of playing the US Festival with Ozzy. I remember it was pretty nerve-wracking. Ozzy had a bass player named Don Costa. I don't know what he did, but he did something since Ozzy whacked him in the nose. I think he had to pay for a nose job since he broke it. And then Ozzy phoned me and said, "Can you do the US Festival?" I was supposed to come in after that to write for Bark at the Moon. But he said, "Can you come in earlier? Also, I want you to do the US Festival." That was like 2 days away. I was like, I haven't played those songs for 2 years. How are we going to do that? I was jet lagged when we went on stage and tired and had been up half the night rehearsing. I was pretty tired. We were flown in by helicopter because when you're talking 400,000 people, it was like the size of Woodstock. It was an ocean of people. As far as you could see, it was people. It was amazing. I remember it was really hot. It wasn't humid, which was a saving grace, but it was really hot. It was like 110 degrees or something, but it was pretty nerve-wracking to do a show like that after 2 rehearsals and being jet lagged. On his experience working on the Ultimate Sin album. Jake and I had been knocking together material in Palm Springs. Tommy Aldridge was there on drums. Ozzy was in the Betty Ford Center for rehabilitation off drugs and alcohol and all the rest of it. He used to come out on a day pass to rehearse, but it was mainly Jake and I. We were putting songs together musically and all that. When we got back to London, we were looking at drummers since Tommy left to join Whitesnake. One day, Ozzy and I had a bit of a fallout. We had to go into the studio to record 4 songs just so the record company could hear what we were doing. A lot of the rehearsal time, Ozzy didn't show up. It was just me and Jake and various drummers just keeping the beat as we put the stuff together. And then Ozzy showed up at the studio. He started drinking again and smoking pot and all the rest of it. Once he got into the frame of mind where he wasn't straight, he wanted to make changes. I said, "Ozzy, we have just 1 weekend to do 4 songs and get them recorded and mixed and out the door to the record company on Monday." I started to get a bit annoyed with him since he was wanting to change things. I said, "If you're not happy with it and want to make changes, maybe you should have gone to rehearsals." That was it. He got all pissed off. "You can fuck off and take that Jake with you." That's what he said. I don't know what Jake had done, but I got a phone call from Ozzy saying we can't work together. That was it. I was gone. But then, about a month or 6 weeks later, he phoned. He goes, "Well, can you write the lyrics?" I thought, well, I've already put a lot of the songs together with Jake. I may as well do the lyrics. Otherwise, I might as well get fucked out of everything. There was no offer of, "You worked on all the other songs and here's your offer." There wasn't even an offer to give me credit. There was none of that. So I said, okay, I'll write the lyrics. And so I sat at home, wrote the lyrics, and took them up to Ozzy in London from time to time. He loved them all and used them. That was it for that album. I helped put the music together with Jake, and I wrote all the lyrics. But to be honest, when I heard the record, even Ozzy said he hated it. I didn't like it either. I don't think it represented what Ozzy was, or who he was, or what he was about. It was produced by Ron Nevison, and I don't think he did the job right. I heard it as a different thing. He was a bit of a weird bloke, and it didn't really work out. Ozzy called it the Ultimate Den instead of the Ultimate Sin. And the first pressings that came out, I didn't even get a mention. Nothing. Not even my songwriting credits or anything. And the first 500,000 had shipped. They came and went without my credit. And then I fixed it and it kept on selling, but the first $500,000 went out without my credit. Daisley goes on to talk about his days in Rainbow, working with Ritchie Blackmore, Ronnie James Dio. He dives deep on the Ozzy Randy Rhoads era. He talks about No Rest for the Wicked, No More Tears, Gary Moore and John Sykes. Just a killer interview from Rolling Stone. You can read more highlights and access the Rolling Stone interview at fullandbloom.com. Click the link below.